The strategic flow. Building stability and growth through cash flow mastery. Every business owner dreams of growth, but real growth doesn't come from luck, chance, or even sales alone. It comes from strategy. And at the heart of every great strategy lies one simple truth. Cash flow decides how far you can go and how fast you can grow. When you understand your cash flow, you don't just manage money, you manage momentum. You turn chaos into clarity, stress into structure, and instability into progress. Cash flow as the pulse of business. Cash flow is the heartbeat of your business. It tells you if your operations are healthy, if your decisions are working, and if your growth is sustainable. Many entrepreneurs get caught up in chasing sales without realizing that profit on paper doesn't guarantee stability in reality. You can be selling more every month and still run out of cash if your inflow and outflow aren't aligned. Cash flow isn't just about keeping the lights on, it's about keeping the future alive. The core of cash flow strategy. Mastering cash flow means mastering three core areas: forecasting, timing, and control. Forecasting helps you see what's coming, so you can prepare instead of panic. Timing ensures money moves at the right pace, when it enters, when it leaves, and how long it stays. Control means using every dollar intentionally, so your money works for you, not against you. Once these three align, you gain the most powerful business advantage of all: predictability. Predictability creates stability. Stability isn't about having a big bank balance. It's about knowing what's coming next. Predictable cash flow gives you the confidence to plan for growth without fear of running dry. When your cash flow is stable, you make better decisions. You invest wisely, spend intentionally, and lead without panic. Every choice becomes a strategic move, not a desperate reaction. And that's how successful businesses are built. Not from random wins, but from consistent control. Why growth demands a strong cash flow system? Growth magnifies everything, good and bad. If your cash flow system is weak, growth will expose it. More clients mean more expenses, more invoices, more risks. Without structure, expansion becomes stress. But when your cash flow is managed strategically, growth becomes smoother. You can hire with confidence, reinvest intelligently, and fund opportunities before they vanish. That's why cash flow mastery isn't optional. It's essential for scaling sustainably. Common traps that destroy cash flow. Even profitable businesses fall into traps that quietly drain cash. Late payments, overstocking, ignoring seasonal dips, all of these chip away at liquidity. The most dangerous trap, though, is neglect. When you stop monitoring your numbers, small problems turn into major setbacks. Cash flow issues rarely appear overnight. They build slowly, silently, until they explode. The fix is awareness. Visibility into your numbers gives you power. Tools like Cashflow Mojo were created for exactly that reason, to make your cash flow visible, simple, and manageable, from reactive to proactive management. Most business owners operate reactively. They handle problems after they happen. Proactive management flips that script. By forecasting and monitoring your cash flow regularly, you see potential shortfalls before they happen. You can adjust pricing, renegotiate terms, or delay expenses strategically. You become the driver, not the passenger, of your financial future. Cashflow Mojo helps you do just that, providing real-time insights that empower better decisions, aligning cash flow with growth goals. Every business has growth goals: more clients, higher revenue, new markets. But every goal must be backed by cash flow alignment. For example, launching a new product or expanding into a new region requires cash upfront. Without planning, those goals can strain your operations instead of strengthening them. Strategic cash flow planning bridges that gap. It tells you when to invest, how much to hold, and what timing creates the best return. That's the kind of control that builds lasting success. The role of systems and automation. Tracking every dollar manually is exhausting and prone to errors. Modern tools make this easier by automating tracking, forecasting, and analysis. Cashflow Mojo simplifies complex financial data, giving you clarity at a glance. Instead of scrambling for answers, you can focus on strategy. When your system works for you, you save time, reduce risk, and make smarter moves faster, turning cash flow into a competitive edge. Most businesses treat cash flow like an accounting detail. The great ones treat it like a weapon. Predictable, strong cash flow lets you negotiate better deals, attract investors, and move decisively when opportunities appear. It's not just about stability, it's about leverage. When others hesitate, you can act. When markets shift, you can adapt. When costs rise, you're ready. That's the power of mastering your flow. Your next move. Start by knowing your numbers. Look at your inflows, your outflows, and your timing. Forecast 3 months ahead. Identify your weak spots. Then use a tool that gives you visibility and structure, something that turns confusion into confidence. Cashflow Mojo was designed for that purpose, to give business owners clarity, foresight, and control. You can explore how it works through the link in the description and comments section. It's a simple step that creates powerful change. Closing thoughts. Cash flow isn't a task, it's a leadership skill. It's the difference between guessing and knowing, between surviving and scaling. When you master your cash flow, you master your business. You gain control over your future, confidence in your choices, and stability in your growth. Take the time to understand it. Build your systems. Strengthen your flow. Because stability is earned and growth is planned. Start mastering your flow today. Visit the link in the description and comments section to learn more about Cashflow Mojo and how it helps businesses turn chaos into clarity. Your business deserves more than movement. It deserves momentum.